All right. So, let me see. Let me give it a moment. Let me give it a minute here. Um, I decided to go on live before the day's end because I'm busy, obviously, for the rest of the day. Back to smoke out. Let's see here. We open this up. Welcome in. Welcome to WCIA Network. Um, I'm continuing, hi there. I'm continuing my conversation from yesterday's live. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. I can't keep track anymore. Hi, Joe. Um, but I can say that due to all of the information coming through and the new contacts and new insight to Summer Moon Wells' case and people recognizing and realizing that there's a lot of fake, false information. Hi, Crystal. That is, hi, GH White, that has been put out there. I feel as if I need to go up before I leave tonight for the smoke out again. Um, everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. And I am going to show you first an introduction on, again, who I am, what I do here, why is it that I show blurry kind of photos at times. Hi, Sassafras, Crystal. Blurry at times. Why is it that I give you a reading and information over a photo that you have no idea what you're looking at? I'm going to show you, I'm going to open up this live with giving you examples of what I do and how far this Summer Moon Wells case has come. So welcome into my amazing WCIA network family and my current subscribers and members. Again, please put that thumbs up on your way in. It helps. And really, that's what I ask for you, is to put the thumbs up, watch the video through, and subscribe. It costs nothing. So, here we go. Let me quit this. Wait for us quick. I like to close out my... Okay. There we go. I'm showing you first, why is it that I call Summer Moon Wells, who we know as one child, who we know as the child that went missing in Hawkins County, Rogersville, Tennessee, on Ben Hill Road, June 15th of 2021. The little girl that you all call and we call and I call Summer Moon, I have extended to call Summer Moon Wells missing children. And the reason I do that is because Summer Moon Wells, now, everything I say to you is for entertainment purpose and it's for educational purpose. I give you information through what I know to be true. It isn't been shown true. I don't know what the law enforcement has or doesn't have. I don't know. I don't get involved in guilty, not guilty. I don't get involved in the names of creators where I got it. I'm not talking about them. I never will unless they talk about me first. And if I feel like raising them into the light by giving them an amazing gift of information from me. Other than that, I don't care. I only care about the children's story to bring justice to those children that are waiting for justice, are waiting for their horrific experience and journey that they have gone through to get to the other side. That's what I do here. I am here for the voice of the children. I'm not here for the voice of YouTube creators. I'm not here for the voice of anyone else but these little children that I call Summer Moon Wells missing children, which include the Kylie Rodneys, which include the Gabby Petitos, which include the Idaho Fours. You're going to see how I do this right in the beginning, so those that are new could understand and get a little bit of a sense of where I'm coming from. because I'm going to show you information today. I may not get through the whole thing because I'm leaving early. How I get what I have, right? What you see in front of you are photos that I have been collecting since June 16th. And I call them Summer Moon Wells Missing Children. I call them bits of nugget information that tells me the story of these children. Each of these faces are supposed to be Summer Moon Wells that we know of. We're smarter now and wiser to know that Summer Moon doesn't have 100 different faces and doesn't show as a baby, as an adult, as a teen, as someone who stands 4 feet tall, 5 feet tall, 3 feet tall. That doesn't happen. But yet, that's how this child is being shown. And the reason it's being shown, and this is through my own thoughts, through my own clairvoyance, through my channeling, is because the children's story needs to be told in order for them to rise into some sort of resurrection. They need to show the story because they have some fucking rules over there where they have to show the story. Okay, so whatever story that they're telling, I know they're telling bullshit stories because the information underneath the photos, which is called putting deep fake over the truth, is the story of the children. It's the story of the children. Right? So all of these photos, like this, for instance, this is from location that is supposed to be just Summer Moon, as we know her to be. Summer Moon, as I know her to be, is the voice of all the children that are being sex trafficked, that are being sold for drugs, that are being taken, which we call gone, just gone. Like Don and Candace, she was just gone. She's just gone. No child just disappears and just gone without a trace that doesn't have their own story to tell. The story that many of the YouTubers are showing and telling is just that. It's just a story that they are giving you and directing the narrative. So I see very, very clear images in these photos, right? We know that's not the face of the Summer Moon that we know, right? We know better now, after over 2 years, that I have shown my subscribers that these photos and the layering of the videos are layered at least in 3 layers, which means there's more than one child within the photos of these videos. Long gone. Good question. Lori, do you think a film editor could take these videos apart? Absolutely. No one has asked to take them apart. No editor, no creator, no documentary person has done that. And it's really sad because their story is waiting to be told on a very large platform. I didn't do anything to these videos. All I did was play it. I'm going to show you. Take snapshots and show you guys. That's it. I would bring that into the courts. If anyone ever subpoenas it and wants to know how I did this, that's it. I've never touched it other than the color. To enhance the color. To take away the bright. To bring in the bright. To take away the contrast. To put in the contrast. So these photos is how I got my story. These have been collected. I have many of these that all look the same, but yet they are different because I'm bringing in different bits of information and I put them together in collages that I look at and I do readings over. What Candace Bly's last images that they said, and I don't even know whose channel it was, that these are new images, they gave me the biggest gift of information because their images are put together like this. You dumb motherfuckers don't understand how people like me work. I could look at this and tell you all the things that were deep faked over the truth. I could tell you the images in here that were placed in hopes that no one's going to notice them. I could show you the real victim versus the fake victim. Cheers like this are important. This was also in the Summer Moon Wells and in the Idaho 4. Pictures like this are all different children. All of these. They're different. Little pictures like this come from the carnival, all the way back day one from the carnival. This is the swing. This is the water hole. This is information that helps the children guide me to telling the story. I went back to this yesterday, and what it was telling me is to go through an explanation today and go back to what the children introduced to me in the beginning. And that was, I used the TikToks. Everything came from Candace Bly, Wells, Candy Bly, whatever the fuck she wants to call herself. Everything I have in the beginning came from the original videos. For those that are new and they haven't been here since June 15th, 2021, and following this, you have to understand that the videos that you see today are not the original videos. Somewhere in between, they have been altered, they've been played with, they have changed. I'm not just saying that through my third eye. I'm telling you that because I have the videos. I'm showing you a video today that was on someone's channel that says these are new. They're not new. All they are different. All they are not the original. They're not what we saw June 16th. That's all I know. I know that Summer Moon Wells did not swing on that swing 5 different times and have 5 different versions, because all the versions are now created from one version. And that's from Candace Bly's video. There's only one TikTok that stands as the original. The original is where I got my photos from, and then they started to shift. So the original photos, the original videos, had information like this. To me, Michael Vaughn is screaming on the top of his lungs to the left. And that's a little boy that's asking for justice that we don't know who that is to the right. This all comes from Candace's original TikTok. Candace's original TikTok should not include any of this. You see, all of this information shows many, many, many Summer Moon Wells sacrificed children. For some reason, this information is not being allowed to be looked at as the truth. Why do I say not being allowed? Because the louder YouTube creators get to create a different narrative over this information, the louder the spirits get and say, you need to get louder, Lori. You need to get louder. That's all they do. So when someone acts childish or is really obvious to me that their intentions are not pure and their intentions have nothing to do with these children. It has to do with covering up the story with a new narrative. These are the original. I have them all put together, all different ways, but I have photos here that go all the way back to the carnival where a man has a tattoo on his arm that says Bly, B-L-Y, on the same equipment that Don Wells yells down that it's broken. And he has these pictures on these rides that make no sense. They're never going to show that version again because that version gives you information that nobody wants to talk about. So they have done, what they're doing is they're making the video really blurry. They're putting different layers in. So the ones who have the original layer just have to peel away the craziness and get the original layer that is way deep in there. I see it immediately because I know the truth. Like that's the water hole. That's the tattoo that says B-L-Y. I don't have the whole thing there. These pictures are from the carnival. They're from day number 1. So I look at these with a fine-tooth comb and I know that things have changed. I know what I see. And I trust my third eye. I trust where it's going to bring me to look at. I know that this here, this photo of the person in that hole there, right there, is true. And the reason I know it's true is because the information that has been given to me that is put over that sort of kind of tries to look like that, but it's copy and pasted over the same thing. So instead, Benny Keys is going to show something like that. How do I know that it's all true and it matches? Because when the next one comes about, oh, I'm sorry, this one was in Candace's, this one's in Benny's. They're the same. They're in the same location. They're giving the same information. You guys may not see them as exactly the same, but the story that I am being told that matches this is the truth as I know it. The story that I'm being told of these fake video photos that you guys could no longer access are here to cover up the truth. That's what it is. And the only thing that keeps happening is these creators are saying new footage, new video. It's happening in the Idaho 4. It happened in Gabby Petito. It's happened in Brian Kohlberger's videos. Oh my goodness, you guys, it is happening down the row. New footage just happened to come about. New images. Okay, really? If it's not on the top, news station to new images, it's a bunch of crock of shit. There are no new images that came from June 15th, 2021. None. All they're doing is creating new images over the sick-ass bullshit that is going on. Look at Summer on the bottom. That's what they're covering. And they're not doing a very good job at it. They're not. So the video that I looked at thank you to a subscriber. I know exactly who that was because I've been watching her stuff and her information for a while now. For about a year, because her channel's only been here for about a year. Shows new images from Candace Bly Wells. Let me show you guys something. This kind of sums up what I'm talking about. This here is a new image taken from that woman's video, Candace Bly. This woman put up new video within the last, to be exact, 9 days. These are videos of summer. So, to the dumbasses that are putting this out there when there's someone like me that knows the truth beyond what you're trying to feed everybody, I'm going to call you out on it. If in fact they want me to. They, the Summer Moon Wells missing children, the children that are being sacrificed within these photos. This is Summer. Whoops, I put it the wrong way. Wait. Turn it. Let me make it smaller so you can see it better. Sometimes they get... This is a head. Always, always a little teeny head. It's a little head. They're not big. These are little. See? It's on the bottom. This is a little head. This is representative of Candace Bly showing her daughter. These are the new images that this lady put out as new images. Now everything is here that matches the story that these children have told me. What completely nails it closed for me that I know this is Summer is that the critter that she has above her head is this one. The one that brings me back to day number 1. All the way in the beginning I said this is Summer Moon Wells and this is what she looks like today. Well, thank you, Candace Bly Wells, and to the person that put up the photo to confirm this is Summer Moon Wells and what she looks like today. All you did was make the story tighter for me. You tightened it. These heads are surrounded by the white metal. There is the same raccoon-looking face, and there's Summer's head. Summer's head is the same thing as what you see here. It's right here on the stick. There's the raccoon face. How many new images do other people have to show? Not many, because the information to the right is it all. She even has her little Paw Patrol puppy in front of her head. It's going to match this. This is this, you guys. So, listen to me. Listen to me when I tell you, the ones that are trying to change the narrative, you're wasting your time, woman. Missy, little Missy, because you're a woman. I know you are. You're wasting your time because this is nothing more than this. period. Lines up just like that. The puppy dog is right there. The head goes right here. This is a cookie cutter, you guys. This is a cookie cutter. And there's no way you're going to be able to tell the truth, no matter how many fucking layers you put over the original, without me seeing it. Not happening. You are fucked. You're fucked. I don't even know how else to say it any nicer. Because I cannot believe what has just been put out on that channel as new images. Really? Really? All you're doing is making these images for me much easier to pull. And guess what? I don't need your fucking images for me to know it's true. Because I believe in the story that was told to me over 2 years ago. I have to believe in it because it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me, you guys. It doesn't. This is ridiculous. You see that little head there, that little soldier? You know that soldier head right here? Wait. Shows up. I think that's a presentation I'm doing tomorrow. I always would look at it, I'd be like, I know I've seen it before. This. Maybe I have it in here, let me look. I may put it in here and taken it out. Let me see. Oh, I wish I wasn't. You guys, let me see. Anyone know the Windy City Smokeout? It's the best. All right, let me see. I've gone. Going again. So, this is kind of what they make the children symbolized as. And this is basically the boat that I saw Summer on. And she said she's with the fishies. Well, that's a fish. And I believe that that's what these little things look like. I don't know what they do to them, but this is disgusting, and this is part of their story. And you're right, she winds up with the fish. And I'm sticking to it. And I don't care what anyone else has to say. Fishies, leaves, they're all part of this. And there's no way anyone could tell me differently. No one. Here are the pictures that Candace Bly Wells chose to put up as new photos. These are my favorite kinds of photos. She mushes them all together as if, yes, almost the size would be down. They make these things, I told you they make them really small. They try to confuse you with imagery, and they do a very good job because everyone is confused but me. And my listeners and my WCAA network family gets it. This here is my favorite kind of photo because this is what I do to my photos. So I learned about myself, right, through this Summer Moon Wells missing children's case. Summer Moon Wells has been my teacher. And I've learned through her how to use this gift I have. This everyone has a gift. Everyone has one. Everyone has something that they're experts at, and I believe that our purpose is to find it and live it, right? And if you're fortunate enough to figure that out, then that is a life purpose. I'm learning a lot through this process, and I know, and this is very sad, I know, and these photos are very sad. I know, to the one who is putting this out there, that this is the truth beneath the photo of Summer Moon Wells sitting on the fire truck. I know that because I see it. Do I like seeing these things? No. Sometimes I hate it. But I have to feel blessed enough to see it, so it must mean I need to do something with it. I know for a fucking fact that her sitting there with her legs crossed against the boxes that harm these kids is the new image of truth. Because the other photo that we have that looks just like that, they superimposed the deep, dark, fake photo of the fire truck. Period. It's what it is. So if you think you're going to be putting up new images, they are not new, Missy. These are not new. I see Summer in her pajamas right in there in her cylinder. It's there. So you could mix and match and put this shit in all different directions, whatever you think it should be. Doesn't matter over here. The children have shared their story. They have given me blasts of information from the beginning. The information from the beginning is the story of how the children see it. They only know their truth. They only know their truth. This is another one of the images that were put with this photo in this June 25th, 2021. This is the original picture because the first thing I noticed was the leaf-looking thing on her. Those were gone. They covered that shit up so fast. They covered that shit up because it matches as a cookie cutter to the faces that they use. I pointed this stuff out so long ago, and yeah, I get it. It looked stupid, but now when you have photos of Candace Wells looking like that in the front seat of the car of when her daughter was driving with the milk jugs, really? It's a little out of control. How about this one that they decided to put up as a new photo? Not a new photo. What they did, the original, behind Summer's head, the original, they had the door. They put over the maroon, listen to me, that, let me zoom it in, this maroon box, which is always by the head, with the white thing in it, is the number one. These boxes are the number one element. Go to the original of her standing in this kitchen. It's not a box behind her. It's a door. It's a door with a window. The door with the window is the fake image. This is why they're calling it new images. No fucking new image. This is the real image. Because I know that these are by their heads. That's not the summer moon that we know. Why are you calling these new images? They're the exact first images that are called the original images. The other image of her standing here, go to any other video, you guys. It's a doorway with a window, and she's standing in the kitchen. There's no maroon box behind her with a white strip. Absolutely not. That's what's behind her. It's what's always been behind her. So there is nothing that can be, I just showed you this. This was what I was showing you that was from Candace's video. I'm like, oh, I'll get to that later. I'll go back to it. You guys, that is just exactly what I showed you in Benny Keys's. They're showing the same image. That little thing, remember I told you, that's what the black trucks look like. They like to make things really little, like little Tonka toys. Little Tonka toys. So they use the same images, real big, real little, real big, real blah, 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 blah. Whatever you want to do with it. This is the same black truck that I saw moving across the Wells property. And that's the same black truck that you will find in the water, taking the children. That's the boat that goes there, and that's the black truck. They bring them over on a boat, and now that tells me that the black truck is a helicopter. Don't laugh, you guys. This is very deep. These could be water helicopters for all I know, but they're lifting off in these holes. It's right here. And that's exactly what Benny Keys is showing. This is Benny's. Lifting off. That's all they're doing. Lift off. Whatever happens to these Summer Moon Wells missing children happened way before June 15th. Many babies. You hear me, Candace? Many babies. Do you hear me, Jody Sue Brown? Babies, babies, babies. Fresh babies. Fresh babies. You're done with it. Uteruses can't take it anymore. What do you have, a 3D image in your hand? I call bullshit. I call bullshit. I know exactly what this is. I have seen this way many times. So many times I am screaming internally. So if you think you're going to just scramble together new images and it's not going to be noticed, I unscramble them by using my words. I don't need it to look sense to those that are looking at it. I am not here to make everyone feel good about what they're looking at and to be like, oh, I'm so happy you know this. Yes, am I happy that my subscribers? Absolutely. It makes me feel good. I love my WCAA network family here. You guys, I friggin' lean on you. But the story comes through no matter what. No matter what. That hole in the ground is going to show through all of the chaos of that with the V on the white. All of that shit around it, who cares? This is a hole. Right there. Scramble it for all you want. Change it any which way you think is correct. But this information is the truth. They're not new. All you're doing is scrambling up the photos and trying to quickly show a quick image, thinking no one's gonna see it because some reason you have to. I see it. I see the whole story here. And I just don't know why the story all of a sudden is being told again. It's the story of the cylinder. It's the story of the maroon boxes. It's the machinery. It's the fake hospital bed. It's the blanket that Summer Moon Wild uses, and she's with a little teeny embryo newborn. I don't know what the fuck it is. I see the bird face that was in Molly Golightly's video in the front seat. I see a lot. I see the maroon, the green, the white boxes attached to the white machine. There is so much information in here. And I don't care. Someone may say, oh, well, you could look at a white spot and that spot could turn into anything. Good for you. I'm happy your spots turn into whatever you want your spots to turn into. I see a whole story within these things. I don't just see spots. These are her new images. The colors that are turning all different colors to the left-hand side represent the children that I showed you at the water hole, at the Laurel Wall. I'm looking at all the colors. I said there's like 7 kids here. And they turn different colors. That's what's happening. That's what I see here. It's all representative of the story. This is a perfect example how they fucked it up. Do you understand that somehow in one of their little frames they forgot to make that a hole? Like in the smaller frame they fake it as a hole and now there's no hole. Like, you know, that is the same frame. In the little picture there's a hole. And then all of a sudden, within milliseconds, the hole is filled up? It doesn't happen, you guys. A location like this is where you're going to find justice. You're going to find justice. They want you to think it looks like the Laurel Park. This here is not Laurel Park. All they did was miss a frame. That's all. They didn't lay the water right. They didn't put the hole in it. It's from the same video with that same little thing running up the top. This is what I'm supposed to be showing. At this point of the Summer Moon Wild's Missing Children's journey, I'm supposed to be showing this to you because all of this is going to be showing more and more and more. Really? You guys, this information is what's under the fake shit. That's not the summer moon that we know. That is the summer moon that I called, months ago as the fake summer moon. This summer moon that's standing here is one of the children that I said was a Summer Moon Wild's Missing Children and needs justice by me telling their story. This child, now you could really tell it's not summer. Why? Because this is the new image they chose to put out. This is the image that's underneath the deep fake. That's a child that wants justice. That's Summer Moon sitting with her box. That is Summer Moon sitting with her equipment. That's that little box that, Benny holds up in his hand. Oh, I know what that is. You know what that is? Oh my God. I have it in this presentation. That's crazy. The red-haired guy. Right here. I know I have it in here. I do. I went back to the red-haired guy and oh my God. You guys, this red-haired guy's really important. Oh my God. She's holding her box. She's holding her maroon box. That's her box. It's the same thing. I have this in my presentation. That's Summer, so it's like her fish tank. She's with the fishies. That's just what it is. I mean, and look at Candace on there. So you're holding all the equipment. So whoever is just putting this shit out there you're showing the story that's been beneath the deep fake. I see it. We have pictures of this stuck to your head. I mean, you could scramble these photos as much as you want, but the photos that you are showing match my elements perfectly. And those elements lay under the deep fake. These elements are just right here. So you need to understand, I am taking that power away from you. You are not as powerful as you think you are. You don't have it within you to keep this shit up. You're not smart enough. You're not powerful enough. You're way too weak to continue doing what you're doing without anyone starting to question. All I need them to do is start questioning you. Like, wow, we know what that is. That's the little house of people that Summer Moon Wells is with. That's the little home of the different windows of people that Summer Moon calls family. So understand, you're not as good as you think you are. You're actually pathetic, weak, ugly, and you don't have it in you to continue doing this. You're busted. You're busted. So the next time you think that this shit is going to fly, you think again. You think again really deeply. These children are more powerful than you are. They are more capable than you are. You're the weak one. They have become the strong one. You have placed them in a situation where they have come together and they're as strong as shit. You cannot break that bond. It's done. You fuckers created that bond for them to come forth. You made them implode. They imploded. With that, you got screwed. They're the ones that got the power. They took it from you. They took it from you. Because if they didn't take it from you, I wouldn't be sitting here. You have nothing left to walk with. Nothing. Really? This is the inside of Don Wells's home? Look at it. It looks like John Wayne Gacy's videos. You guys, this is the video and the photo that matched his videos. They are showing you the equipment inside Summer Moon's home through the interview room. Seriously? So someone who's been in law enforcement and claims to blah, 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 doesn't see this? Fucking joking? Really? You don't see this? This matches cookie cutter to John Wayne Gacy's videos. Really? Right there. Inside the Wells home. This is ways to know, whatever the fuck it says. What does it say? This is way to know if. This is ways to know if. What? That's the headline? Come on, man. Guys, wake up. These guys are weakening. The spirits are taking them over, and these children are way stronger than you. Way. Way stronger. You guys are little, weak men and women who can only get a rise out of themselves by trying to take the power away from our children. You're done. This is Summer Moon Wells. Her story is being told, and it's drowning you guys out. Drowning all of you out. The new swing video actually shows a whole different fucking Summer Moon Wells in a different outfit, and the one in the middle happens to be one of the Watts girls. They went through the same thing. It's one of the Watts girls. That's supposed to be Summer on the swing. You guys have to wake up and put apples to apples. You need to put the same videos on top of each other. Really look. Really, really look. Because that swing video is the same. I don't know whose version this was, who did this. That's this version. I have the originals, you guys. That's the original with that pointy little finger. Look at the nails and look at the fingers. Those are the same nails that we saw in Gabby Petito's car ride. Gabby Petito's car had these same nails, same fingers, the same thing. Does this child look like this? To those who've never seen the slip and slide video, and I said to the other day, I'm like, exactly how you see Summer Moon Wells in this video is what they look like at the slip and slide. This is the slip and slide. This is the backyard. They don't have this anymore of Summer Moon Wells' videos. Can't find these anymore. I have them all. So these children are going to bury you guys. They're going to bury you guys. You are self-destructing yourself. That's all you're doing. You go back to the beginning, and you guys are going to see what they're doing to themselves. In the beginning, the reason I have Tim Mullen stuff in my presentations to this day, and many people have forgotten about him, is because I have the originals. This is an original that came from Tim Mullen's videos. He shows the box. He's in a swing. Candace is in the window looking at him through her doorway. And that is Tim Mullen. And this is his video. I put this aside 2 years ago and said, that is Summer Moon. That is her sacrifice. That is her box. I put that out there before I even saw what a box was, other than that. So my storyboard that I'm getting through these children are the same. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. So when I put out my next video, I'm going to name this one of two. I'll show you more of the photos that I pulled together. And what I did is I took each TikTok, and that will be the second one. I took each TikTok, grabbed the original photos from each TikTok to show you what is happening. Now, I'm going to put this out there, even though I know this isn't to do with anything, but this is a great image of Brian Kohlberger. This is what I mean by deep fake. This bothered me because someone is putting deep fake over photos. The face that you see to the left, I feel is a part of the Idaho 4 murders. I don't know where he came from, but his face to me really looks like this guy that's in the middle of the fake Madeline. So understand that no one is guilty till they're proven guilty. No one's face is who you think they are. There's a lawnmower again every Saturday. Until they're proven in the courts. This Brian Kohlberger has many faces. This one is really, really, really obvious. I didn't do shit to this. This came from Plunder. So someone's fucking with them. And these kids are going to get justice because you can't outrun them. These are the videos that I'm going to go over next. This is called Dancing in the Rain. And to the left is what Candace decided to put two of them out. One with Summer in it, and the other one only panned over her property. So what is in that video that's super important is the property information. It lays the Holy Land for them. So I've got this. You guys have lost control of it. You couldn't hold on long enough. Your days are numbered because the more information you put out there, the stronger these children become. The weaker you guys become. I've got this guy right here on the tip of my tongue. There aren't many people that I have on the tip of my tongue. This guy I do. I'm going to leave it on this guy because I'm telling you, all the TikToks that I have, I'm comparing the information to the information that this guy has given me. And what I'm going to show you is the information that this guy has given me matches the information that I get from the TikToks from 2021. They're behind the wall. They're behind the concrete. They're behind those cement things that, whatever it is, they're buried within the holes in the ground. They're buried within the walls of the construction. And that's what it is. So keep giving your fucking information, because all you're doing is making the children laugh at you. You know why? Because they thought you all were like real strong and blah, 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 and you did all this to them because you were the godly, and this is what the God wants of them, and you brainwash them. And what they see on the other side is, you're so fucking wrong. That you are the weak one. They are the strong ones. You are the ones that don't really know what this is about. They do, because they have crossed over. They've crossed over. And they're going to make sure you implode. You're well on your way of imploding, and they're pretty fucking excited. On that note, I'm getting off, and I'm going to get ready for my next day, the Windy City Smokeout. My favorite people. Too bad Ryan Upchurch isn't there. He would do fabulous at this thing. People would love him. I know they would. It's just how I feel. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Here's to saving the children is right. Justice coming soon. Thank you all for coming in. To my subscribers, I just love you guys. You all really fill me with the strength that is needed to get through this crock of shit, right? To all the Summer Moonwell's missing children, justice is coming. Justice is on the way. And just keep spitting this information out. Bombard me with whatever you want to bombard me with. I could handle it. I could handle it. I love you all. God bless you all. Have a wonderful Saturday, and we'll talk to you soon. Goodbye, folks.